Hello, this is Coach Simpson with the Lady Jays girls basketball team, and this is our January 27th press conference. In the last week, we've played 4 games in 7 days. Started off 51-48 victory over Lee Summit in the first round Truman tournament. Played the number 1 team in Missouri, Rockbridge, three-time defending state champ, and won 47-43. And then played the number 4 team in Kansas, Shawnee Mission Northwest, and won 65-57. Last night we played a rival Truman and won 52-42 to go 3-0 in conference. Open it up for any questions. Yes?
How exciting was it being conference? How'd that game go?
It was extremely exciting. It was definitely a daunting task. 3-time defending state champ. They have a lot going for them, and they're a lot bigger than we are. They had starting 5, 3 of their kids over 6 foot. 1 was 6'4", and 1 was 6'5". Our tallest is 6'1", so we knew that we were a little bit overmatched, but our kids just fought all the way through that game and played really good team basketball, and it was great to see. I mean, it was just a hard-fought victory and a signature win for our kids. Yes, sir.
How's it feel to be 3-0 in conference?
It's great to be 3-0 in conference. It's one of our biggest goals right now is to be conference champs. In the Suburban Big Six the last couple of years, we took second, we took third, and we just felt like there was just something left out there for us to do in conference. And there hasn't been a number on that banner up there in a few years for conference titles, and that's something I know our kids are focused on. And so we've had a really good start. And 2 of those 3 wins have come against Park Hill and Truman, who are definitely in the top side of the conference. We're very happy with our start. Yes?
How are you preparing your team for future games?
Right now, we're tired, so we're taking today off. We're gonna take some time and make some Valentine's cards for cancer patients at Children's Mercy. We're gonna eat some pizza. We have some pop, and we're gonna relax. I told the kids last night they need to go home and just enjoy the nice weather. How many chances do you get 55-degree weather in January? We're usually stuck in a gym till 6 o'clock. So right now, our preparation is to just take a break. We'll come back tomorrow and get after it pretty hard, pretty heavy. Thursday, we need to do a prep day for St. Joe Central, and then we play at St. Joe Central. But right now, our kids just need to, I think, continue to focus on the end goal, conference title, district championship, things like that. As long as they keep those in sight and don't get caught up in wins and losses, I think we're going to have a good shot at what we want to achieve. Yes, sir.
Who's been the leader of the team so far this season?
That's a great question because I feel like it. I feel like it changes daily. I think that Shiara's been a tremendous leader with her hustle and her spirit. I mean, you watch her play in a game. I've never seen a person have that much energy and just never stop. And she plays undersized all the time. She got 17 rebounds against Park Hill, and she's 5'8". Scores 22 the other night. Kind of in a guard spot. Morgan Fleming's done tremendous. She has been our most consistent scorer, most vocal leader, one that can settle our team in and tell them exactly where they need to go and what they need to do offensively. Sydney's run the point so well. Gershner hustles. O'Leary comes off the bench. Mackenzie Hull, has 4 threes the other night. I just feel like right now we have a team of players that are playing for each other, and they understand that at any given time, one kid could step up and lead us in the right direction, and it's good to see our kids embrace that.
You guys have taken 4th the past 2 years in the Truman tournament. It's obviously been a pretty loaded tournament. And talk about how big of a championship win that was.
It was a major win for our program. Beating Rockbridge in the semifinals was important. Felt great, but we knew we needed to go ahead and finish it out on Saturday. The last couple of years we had to play Truman, it seemed like, or somebody really tough in the semis, and then we would play Lee Summit North in the 3rd place game, and they kind of kicked us to the curb 2 years in a row, and I think it left a bad taste in our mouths. Felt like we were better than going down there and losing 2 games, and so I think it was a good step in the right direction for our kids to be able to go through 3 games and compete in all of them and win all of them. Yes, sir.
As you guys entered the gym after beating Rockbridge, they announced you guys during the boys' game. How did that make you as a coach and the girls as a team feel?
I thought it was tremendous. I don't feel that our kids, any kids, get enough recognition for what they do. I think a lot of times people chalk it up to sports, and yeah, we hear about it all the time, but I don't think we really do. I mean, you're an athlete. A lot of kids are athletes. We put hours into this. I mean, it's hours and hours and months, and I feel like at times we just don't get the recognition that we deserve after hard-fought games or hard-fought wins, and even sometimes after hard-fought losses. And so for our girls to be able to just get recognized in front of that large of a stage, anytime the boys play, you have a very large crowd, and that's tremendous. But for our girls to be able to walk through at that time, I thought was pretty cool. And then to have the boys do the same exact thing that night was phenomenal. I mean, how many chances does a school get to knock off number one teams in respective classes of 4 and 5, and the boys and girls do it on the same night was really neat. That's been my biggest, I think, happiness moving here to Liberty 3 years ago is that the culture here is unbelievable. The culture of athletics and academics and school spirit, and it's great. I think there's a culture of winning. I think there's a culture of success. I think there's a culture of high expectations, and that it's fun to be a part of. It's really cool for our kids and really cool for the future of the kids that are watching it all. Yes? Pregame traditions, yeah, there's definitely some pregame traditions. The team would probably have to tell you more about some of those than I could. I'm extremely superstitious. We've kind of went on a little bit of a run here, and I used to go in and talk to the kids at the six-minute mark of the game before us, and we didn't do it on Monday against Lee Summit in the tournament because there wasn't a game before us. So then on Thursday I didn't do it because I didn't do it on Monday, and we won, and we beat Rockbridge, so I was like, I can't do it on Saturday. And then last night they kind of looked at me like I was crazy, like, you're really not going to talk to us? I'm like, no. I'm afraid we'll lose. I'm just going to be quiet. You guys figure it out. We'll see what happens. But, so I think there's a lot of traditions that our team are a part of. The cool thing about our kids is I feel like they're very close. Our varsity kids get there at 5:30 and they watch our JV play, and they cheer our JV on to the end, and it's amazing. And to see our varsity kids, they go in, they do their thing, and like I said, I'm sure they have some great traditions. Maybe some I don't even want to know about, but they've got them. Whatever works is fine with me. But to see them come back out of the locker room last night and watch the JV finish off a game where they were losing by 20 and they came back and won by 2 was tremendous. And to see our varsity kids standing down there cheering them on was great. So I think a big tradition that we have is just supporting each other, and it's awesome. Yes, ma'am.
So you've seen the North Kansas City bracket. What's that going to look like next week in that tournament?
North Kansas City bracket is loaded. It's another great, in-season test for us to see where we're at and where we want to be. Obviously, there's a district team in it, which is North Kansas City. They're on the other side of the bracket, so we definitely want a chance to get to see them and play against them and compete against them and see what we need to do. But, I think we're obviously going in as the 1 seed, but Blue Springs South, St. Pius are that second-round game, and it's going to be a difficult game either way. Pius is 13-2. Blue Springs South is 8-6, but those 6 losses come to 6 really good teams. So it's a very tough tournament, but we're really looking forward to that opportunity. All right, well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, everybody, for being here.